getting that cab. Cheers the old man for the help. As you can see, this thing is completely fucked. Anyway, cheers Zach for the cab. Hopefully it's got a few pieces. And yeah, the rest of the cab's pretty hammered. So yeah, typical gutter rust. So the cab, some 1980s spec fucking silicon Play-Doh job put in the roof. So it's a bit later now. Got a bit busy on the rest of the fleet. That's needed a few things fixed. Got that sorted. Gave the Corolla a run. Hope the neighbours like the show I put on for them. Sorry guys. So it's time to cut this cab out. All the bits out I need. G'day fella. Are you off to the pub? Fair old sauce in the canter. Dad, don't go there, fuck yeah. Kick out. Dad, boy. You're gonna fucking knock you out. The parts all didn't go too crash hot, but got a couple of pieces out of it. Couple of big holes there now. This side, it's all crook in there, so I can't use that, fortunately. Yeah, cut a section of the floor out. Try and square that trans tunnel up if I decide to. 3 corners, only need the insides, but I can hack at it. So that's it for this cab. I might even go and roll it off out in the yard, get it out of the way. And then the scrappy can come and lift it up and piss it off. So yeah, not sure where that fucking spider went, but old mate whoever had the cab beforehand obviously had no sway bars in it. Decided to pinch the handrails off the shower, stick them up on the roof as Jesus bars, try and get the chassis pushed in here. It's been out in the weather way too long. It's already starting to go brown and go rusty and shit because it's always raining here, so it's a bit of a hill here, so I might have to lock the hubs in. So after almost doing the poo-poo valve a few times, put chassis in. So you look at how centre that tail shaft is. And that's why the cab, that trans tunnel's on the piss. And that's why the old man originally put new mounts in this, trying to square the motor up, but originally they had the motor on the offset to line up with all that, so I'm not sure what I'll do yet. Pretty big night last night. Got the cab out and there's no chassis in the yard, so that's in the shed now. And yeah, been pretty busy this arvo, cutting all the steel, the lengths to build that dolly and the workbench. So the little ute's now doing work ute stuff. Started laying the frame out. I've got to do a couple of touch-ups on the Datsun. Door drop. Started rubbing the guards, so you can't leave bare metal down here, so I'll mix up some paint. The old hardener tin. Fucking swinging off it. Had the plumber's wrench out in the vise, swinging off the tin, and he just cracked it, so this is the basic layout of the ends. Most probably 44 of the corners, but I've laid it out like this for a reason. Ends are done. I'll get into the centre bits now. We'll start drilling all the holes in it for the notches and that. reckon I'm on the hunt for a new welder. The old beastie over there is needing some attention. So the centre sections are all done. Drilled all the holes. Poor old drill press got to hiding, but got it done. So yeah, I've done it so you can pin it at different lengths. A bit like that. This tub's probably going to be one of the longest I'll do, but if I end up doing another tub off a Hilux or a Rodeo or something, or whatever in the future, or it gets used for something else completely, it can be adjusted. I've just got to get the caster wheels now, and the reason I left the ends open as well is for the same sort of idea. If it needs to be wider, you just slide a piece in the top there. Also in the bottom here, already drilled the hole there. I'm actually going to get some more of this 35 and weld the actual caster to the bottom of it. Probably weld the plates on first, and then I can adjust the height. So that's basically what it's going to look like. So I'll just organise getting these casters. So it's been a pretty good day today. Last of the parts turned up for this, so the bike's all ready to go. It's turned out pretty well. I'm very happy with it, especially seeing it's all old parts that I've had over the years. Probably spent maybe $100 to get it going. It's for a sprocket and headset and bits and pieces, but yeah, I reckon it looks pretty good, and it's definitely feels pretty good to ride. So the only thing is I had to mess around with the bottom bracket and get new crank bolts sorted. As you can see, it's a hex inside a circle, but that's actually got like a tapered washer sort of thing in there. The other bolt was all stripped, and I ended up losing it, of course, so I ended up getting the bolt, same thread, and put it on the lathe, tapered the back side of it so at least it fits some sort of nicely inside there, and then just lathed down an old 9/16 socket, and yeah, fits in there perfect. So that got that out of the way and made it all work again, which is good. Oh yeah, she's dog. And yeah, while I was in town getting the bolt for that, I ended up lashing out and getting some parts for the old MIG. So got a Benzo welding torch, pretty flash, and yeah, new earth clamp, new earth lead, plug, and got some tips. So the old welder's getting a bit of a birthday, which is good. So new handpiece is on. I've built the new earth, and yeah, it's a lot better fit than the old one. So it's also a lot bigger, so the earth shouldn't be an issue. New handpiece feels good. So thanks Maddie and Liam at the exhaust centre for sorting me out there. And so the thing's actually welding really good at the moment, so maybe the earth and the handpiece were the cause of it, or one or the other. It'd be bloody good if it was. I could paint it, but I'm going to do the old dodgy, bit of blue zinc. Might as well keep it blue. Not too fussed on how it looks, so chuck a bit over the welds, stop the welds from going rusty. So all the casters have turned up. And the candy cooks. Fortunately, none of them are braked, but I'll probably put 4 onto this dolly anyway. I'll probably have to organise some braked ones for the bench, but got lucky and scored some plate just laying around. I've got some more 35 tube, and I'm going to weld that straight to the bottom of the plate. Drill the holes in it to adjust it, so the plates are all cut out, rounded the corners, tubes all cut. So I've just got to drill the holes in the tubes, and then weld them onto the plates there. So 4 legs are done, wheels are all welded on. Yeah, there's a bit more extra shit welded on there. My dumb ass grabbed the 30mm tube, not the 35mm tube. So yeah, stupidity makes for a hell of a lot more work, but I was just going to plug weld a heap of washers on there, but didn't have enough of them. So I just cut some bits of flat and Zeus them on there. So yeah, wheels are welded on. Yeah, I bent shit out of the seal, doesn't matter. Just plug welded the holes, quick stitch on the side. And yeah, the old welder's actually doing pretty well with the new torch and lead on it. My welding's a bit atrocious, but it is laying down, doing pretty good. So, and well, the wheel hasn't fallen off, so must be working. It's all about the pinner. So I'll paint them up, put them in, bolt them in, and then I'll look at trying to get this tub onto this frame and then piss those trestles off outside. So it's definitely freed up some space, but pretty happy with how that works. So it's definitely making life a lot easier. Guess it's time to build a bench. So the frame's all laid out, 45 the corners and that. So a fairly big night tonight. Got in, flew into it and got it done. So yeah, I've got the frame done now for the bench. It's not too bad. A little bit out of square. Tried my best. Tried to weld it so it would pull back straight, but yeah, I'm no expert. It's just a full sheet straight on top. Pretty easy. Bottom beam's all kicked in there for the fact of I want to be able to pull a chair up, have your legs underneath, especially if I start getting into doing TIG welding bits and pieces. You can just roll in, get comfortable, you're not sort of kicked out from the table. And then yeah, at the same time, if you're running a foot pedal or whatever, you can just put on that bottom shelf there and run it like that. I've also left these tubes inside and open at the top, because when I build whatever top goes on it, I'm going to actually notch out the square there, and then I can make it so I can put fixtures in there. So say I'll get that vise there, get a big piece of plate, weld a tube to the bottom of it, it can slide in there, probably weld like a little nut on there, like a grub screw sort of thing, pull it tight, and then yeah, say if I need to use a full table and I don't need the vise can go. Also the back one will probably have a piece of tube come out of it, probably go into round bar, and then another piece of round bar, so that it can swivel and it can also rotate. And I'll probably get like a 240 volt light bar, and just have it so yeah, it's just got a shitload of light. This shed's pretty good for no light. Yeah, I'm just gonna make up some more plates, get some casters. I'll probably get 4 braked ones for this, and then yeah, I'll have to clear some area somewhere, and yeah, put this thing in there. And then we got a good sized table, and yeah, I can do heaps of stuff. I can weld on it, I can do diffs, I can pretty much just build anything at the same time. Pop can use it if he needs to. So yeah, his bench is done good, but I don't know how you'd put up with it. Anyway, it's 4:45 in the morning, so I reckon it's time to head home. Have a drink, just come back out here tonight, get straight back into it. Got a little frame done for the workbench. should be happy with how this has turned out. So yeah, I've got to figure out a top. I was thinking probably get a sheet of 5 or 6 mil, something like that. So probably looking at doing that. The old man probably give me a hand just making sure it's dead level. He's done it a few times before. And he's a lot more switched on than I am with this shit, so. But yeah, he also come out, fixed all the lights up, so thanks Dad. You can actually see in here now, which is good. So what in the Jurassic Park big ass hairy toy thing is the fuck is this? So the bench is now in its spot after finding all that. All the cupboards are out of the way. Thought I was going to get into the tub, start cutting some stuff out, but yeah, run out of time. It's pretty late, so I'm ready to get a fair bit of shit done tomorrow, so see what we get done then.